Hi, this is Kate Stamping with Karen. It's Tuesday today. I'm sorry I'm so late, but once I got things together, my husband came home, and it's hard to do a video with my husband in the living room with the TV going. Plus I had to figure out a new way of using my phone as a camera, a video camera. So I finally got to figure out how to do it landscape by taping it to a wire rack. I know it's kind of crazy, but it is. Today we're going to be doing a couple of cards and they're going to be lots of fun. So let's hop on, let's get started, and let's start stamping. Go. I'm landscape right now, which is pretty good. I just got to, this is, oh, I don't know how to do this very well. I think that might work a tad bit better. Let's move it kind of like this. That works a lot better for me. There's my 5x7 card base. Yesterday, I felt like falling off my couch doing my video, so I managed to move it closer to my legs. So what I'm doing is I'm getting a large piece of white drawing paper to protect my surface here. We are going to be using 3 stamp sets today. We're going to be using there we go. Family and friends. We're going to be using one of my personal favorites. And we're going to be using Tea Together. So first of all, we are going to stamp our teapot. Use this little guy here. He's really all I have right now. So here's the teapot that we are going to be using. I got a piece of white cardstock. Place it here. Put my teapot on that, like so. Press it down, like that. Instead of Memento Black, I thought I'd do something a little different. And I'm using Stampin' Up! Blackberry Bliss. I got it with my August 2018 paper pumpkin, and I got that with my kit when I became a demonstrator last month, and I just love this color. It is just a beautiful, beautiful purple, kind of a dark wine purple. Actually, that is not where I want to stamp it. Aha! I almost forgot what I actually wanted to do. Let's take that off. That's for something else, actually. What we are using is... I'm finding it. I'm a little unorganized because my husband kind of got in the middle of things. This is what we're using. The Butterfly Gala paper. It was sent to me by a dear friend. And we are going to stamp the teapot. We're going to pull this down a little bit. And we're going to stamp it more towards the top of the paper. Get that on there. Let it soak in the paper a little bit. Yeah, this week I'll be ordering my Stamparatus from Stampin' Up. Those who know me know that I am Stampin' Up independent demonstrator, and it's a lot of fun. Fun, you meet a lot of different people, and on the 28th of this month, I'm holding a Stampin' Up event, pizza in Springfield, Oregon. Those of you who are watching that live in Springfield or Eugene, Oregon, please see me. We are going to be making 3 cards. All you have to do is come, pay for your lunch, and get ready to have a lot of fun. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to have lots of fun. And there is my teapot right there. And we are going to cut him out. Because after we cut him out and the pieces we need, we will get everything on that card, cut for that card base, and we will start adhering everything. The dies would be a lot easier. The dies, I'm not sure, but I can check into it for on whether or not the dies are still available in our second release of our celebration. Our second release was released, I guess, the 10th of this month. I know, it was my mother. She had me on the internet today, getting her phone numbers to different places where she could possibly rent herself an apartment, because I'll be moving her out the 8th of July. So I will be on my way back to Oregon before the 8th of July. We're hoping to land here on July. We'll be driving a U-Haul with our car on the back, dolly. So that should prove pretty interesting event for us. But I'm sure we'll make it a lot of fun too. We're both going to be driving, so that should be a lot of fun. Okay, so far there's the teapot itself so far. See that guy? Oh, and he is just an adorable little guy. Now I am going to poke a hole with my scissors in the handle and start cutting out the handle part. Next week I'm going to have paper pumpkin flyers. Our paper pumpkin in March is a very, very special paper pumpkin. Everybody is going to want to get theirs. We are Stampin' Up! Is celebrating Paper Pumpkin's 3rd birthday. Not only will we have just one stamp set in there, no, we are going to have 2 stamp sets in there. For what I understand, they're going to be bigger, and they're going to be a lot of fun. Also, card bases and envelopes and all kinds of really, really cool goodies. 1 month is only $20. It's free shipping always. For everybody who orders their paper pumpkin, um, on the first, between the first and will get their name in, but you have to pay for it as well. You will get your name in my drawing twice. And I will also provide a paper stamping up block for all those who purchase their paper pumpkin. You can go monthly, you can go every 6 months, and every year. Going more than 1 month, you do save a little bit of money. Just wanted to tell everybody out there that. And there is our teapot. What a lovely little teapot it is. Okay, we got to get our cup. So we're going to take the teapot off, set it aside because I do have to clean it. So we are going to get our cup out. There's the cup. Oops, let's get back here. Isn't that a cute? The cup is really adorable. I think it's downright adorable. That we are going to put on our Granny Apple Green. Yep, we are going to stamp it on our Granny Apple Green. So I place my cup right there because I do want to save on paper. Put this on the top, move that a bit, press down, and I have it on top. Once again, I want to use the same purple I used for the teapot. Just feel like being a little different today. Again, that was Blackberry Bliss. You can get it in a full size. And here we go. Got our cup all nice and stamped. Looks good. Cut that part like that. Get my little scissors. And we are just going to cut this out. Just like so. My event in Springfield, Oregon at Papa Pizza, Main Street, Springfield, Oregon. Papa Pizza opens up at 11 a.m. So my event will go from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. We are definitely going to play a game, and that will be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Yeah, I'm excited for that pumpkin in March. I am very, very excited. My paper pumpkin subscription in. You just subscribe, get it, subscribe, pay for it, and it will come to your door. Free, like I said, every month is always free shipping to get your kit. Always free shipping. That's one of the things I like about Paper Pumpkin is you don't have to pay for shipping. And believe it or not, shipping with Stampin' Up is more reasonable than shipping with the post office. $9 in shipping to send a small box off to Portland and a small envelope off to my cousin for spent $10 on that. That was quite interesting. And so far, here's our cup. On the handle with my scissors, gently, because they are sharp. If I can get it through the cardstock. Trying to feel it back there so I don't cut my finger. That would be good on live on YouTube. Oop, I cut my finger. No, I'm gonna use my pickup from Stampin' Up. I'm gonna poke that hole. We'll just do it the simple way. We'll just poke the hole with that. Yeah, this is the Stampin' Up pickup tool. Comes with lots of nifty little attachments. I won mine. So Patty Bennett is my team leader. She lives in California in the Greater Bay Area. And I was able to enter our group contest in January. And I was fortunate enough to win it. And I'm in love with it. It is the most wonderful tool. If you work with gems or if you work with small buttons or anything really little like that, please get yourself one. www.stampinup.com. Go to find my demonstrator, put my name in it, Karen LeManquet, Springfield, Oregon. You will see me come up. Hit shop, make an account, and pick yourself up one. It's right there on my store. YouTube channel. So all you have to do is press a button, and I haven't been able to do that yet. But I will figure it out somehow. Okay, there we go. And there is my cup all cut out. See a handle? Oh, it's open. Now what we'll do is we are going to get the blue from Stampin' Up. And for some reason, I cannot name of it. I don't know why this is, but it just is. I'm going to small area here. Oh, I don't have my pencil with me, so I'll grab my little marker pen here, make a little dot right there. And cover my pointy end of my pickup stick so I don't manage to cut my finger. And this is my little Fiskars cutter. It's all I have right now. I'm hoping next month to be able to pick up the Stampin' Up trimmer. The Stampin' Up trimmer is really nice. I really like it. I've seen it be in YouTube from other Stampin' Up demonstrators, and I really like it. I think I'm going to be able to a lot better than this here. So we got the top here. Like I said, I wanted a small top with a big border around it. I have some ribbon. It is sold out. With the 50 order, you could have gotten it through Stampin' Up, through our celebration catalog. But Like I said, it is currently sold out. So we're going to put it at the bottom right here, like this. But we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on one side to keep it from moving. You can't, with this ribbon, it's see-through in the center, so you really can't put it all the way across like a lot of you have seen me do, because you don't want to see your adhesive. So I will just simply fold it over where I want it, bring it across, hold the card down so my ribbon doesn't move, put some adhesive down, push the ribbon down. Oh, the adhesive didn't go. There we go. At that time it did. I heard the wheel. Move it to where it's even with the ribbon across from me on the back. Push it down. And trim it. And now we have a nice piece of ribbon on the bottom of our card front. I then want to adhere that I'm entering this card in our group this month. Patty, she has one every month for us ladies and gentlemen. And it's a really fun, she has these contests for us, and we all have so much fun making the cards. We really do. I do. I know my friend Jason, he's in this month's a ball doing it. I just know he is. Huh, Jason? I know you're out there someplace. If you're not watching right now, I know you'll be watching later. So once I turn my card, that's the edge where it's your opening is on this edge, but I always line it up with the back edge. I do that because it's the most simple way for me to get it straight. And so far, there's our base. Now we get our nice little teapot out. You remember our teapot? We are going to put it like this. Kind of tilted. I seen that today. There's a lady on YouTube. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the UK, I believe. She's a really nice lady, and I get a big kick out of watching her YouTubes. I really do. She's good at what she does. And she had hers, I watched hers today, and she had her pot leaning as if it was pouring into the cup. And that is what we are doing. Put a little adhesive behind my handle here because it's not quite, I didn't quite get it. There we go. Got some right like that. So there's our teacup so far, just leaning in there. And now put on the cup. Right now our cup looks a little plain, but it won't be. After this, we are going to stamp flowers and leaves out of this set, color them, and we are going to put them on our cup. There we go. And that's what we have so far. Set that aside. Get out a piece of white cardstock. Get my little stamping tool here. Like I said, next week I'm getting my Stamparatus, and I just cannot wait. Tuesday, Wednesday of next week is what I call all about Stampin' Up. And what I mean by all about Stampin' Up is everything that is going to be on there is going to be exclusively all about Stampin' Up. I will have lots and lots of product from Stampin' Up, and I will be able to do a lot more Stampin' Up videos. Now what I did, I've got the rose, the little flower, and the little buds on my paper. Press down like so. Bring that forward. I know I have my black here. My black. I guess I don't. Oh, just a minute about this. I kind of knocked all my ink off onto the floor. Well, I don't see my black Memento ink, so we're going to go ahead and go back in with the purple. And once we color these with my pens, you won't really see a whole lot of the purple. But it's okay if we do, because I just love this purple. And then we'll cut them out and put them on our card. I'm sorry if this is a bit of a long YouTube for everybody. Whoops, we need to get that rose a little darker. Next week, I will also have the watercolor pencils from Stampin' Up. And that I'm very, very excited about. I love playing with watercolor pencils, and I know I am just going to have a wonderful, wonderful time with them. And everybody is going to have a wonderful time. Everybody watches my YouTube or comes to my event next week is going to have a great time with these products. Now we're just going to go in and lightly color our leaves here. Next, I am going to repeat this card. It won't be exactly the same as this card, but we will use watercolor pencils from Stampin' Up next week instead of my my markers from eons and ages ago that I bought them, because I wasn't with Stampin' Up, and it's really all I had was to get these. There we go, a little green there. And this green's my favorite green. I really like this one. It's a very pretty green. Especially when it dries, it's really... In the month of March, I will be purchasing some Stampin' Blends. And I'm really excited to buy some Stampin' Blends and demonstrate them next month. It'll really be neat. Really, really, really going to be neat and exciting to use them. I won't be able to get the entire set, but I will get some that I can use. I'm also going to get their white pen that you use to push the ink back up into whatever you're coloring. So I can't wait to get that. It's like a blender in a way. In some ways, it's kind of like a blender. A blender pen. Now we're going to do the big rose. And I'm picking out 2 different reds for it. We're going to use this pinky red first to kind of put around the edges. Actually, we're just going to do the rose with this pinky red. It's really pretty. I like this. Do all the leaves the same color, and then I'm going to go back in with a darker color, and I'm going to highlight and darken all the areas that need to be darkened up. Yeah, it's looking very nice. And the poppy red, the light poppy red and the dark poppy red, I seen that used today on this rose, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, downright gorgeous. Downright gorgeous. I really, really like it. I can't wait to get those 2. I'm going to start out with the light and dark poppy reds, and then I'm going to get the greens. And start with that and get 2 blues. I'm not sure, but I'm probably, Bermuda Bay is my favorite. So I'll probably start out with the light and dark Bermuda Bay. I've seen them in my book, and I really, really like them. Okay. Now I'm going to walk in there with a little bit darker color, which is this one here. What's nice about these particular pens, I use them often because you can see through the color after it's applied and it dries. You can see right through it, and I like that. Yesterday I did a YouTube, and I used my alcohol markers, and I was very upset when they dried because Milligan didn't look as good as I wanted him to look. So I wasn't happy with that at all. It's another reason why I'm really excited about going in to get my Stampin' Blends. They are a higher quality marker, and I'm going to get some. I do community sales, so once I get my blender pen, my Stampin' Up! Pens, I will be selling those markers. And I will happily sell them. And then naturally, I'll take the money and get me some more pins from Stampin' Up. Like I said, I love them. I think they're just great. I just can't wait to get them. And then the inside's a little, we're going to kind of leave the inside kind of the way it is like that. I don't want to darken that center up too much because I won't be able to, nobody will be able to see it. And we definitely don't want to do that. And this rose, oh, I really like it. And when it dries, it'll be much lighter. Okay, next we're going to do the other little flower there. We're going to do him more in yellows. And I've got several yellows here I like working with. These, I really like working with them. They're really, really interesting. And you color that petal in there yellow. When I see flowers like this, it reminds me of spring. And in my yard, I have a wild flower that kind of looks like this in a way. And I really, really like it. It's a very pretty, pretty flower. What I'm doing is I'm also coloring over the purple I used to stamp with, because I want a little bit of that to bleed into the outer edges of this flower. Like that. Now I want to take this darker yellow, and I kind of want to go through the center a little bit, kind of give it a darkness around that what's going to be the lightest part of this card, of this flower. Now I take the lighter yellow, the real yellow to the inside, and that's how that flower and the rose have so far turned out. Now the little rosebuds. I think what I like to do with little rosebuds, I like pink ones. I like, and we do need a brown to do the stem, because it does have a stem. Kind of goes down like, kind of goes down just like that. Not much of a stem, but it has a stem. And any of that purple in. And we're going to kind of make sure we color away from that inner edge. Because like I said, we don't want that purple to blend in. So I used the real light pink. And now I'm going to gently go in with a little bit of darker pink. I like these kind of little buds here to look a little feminine. Because I think rosebuds are kind of feminine looking. I think they're really, 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 really neat. Neat. Because we don't want to bring that purple in. Bring in that darker pink once more. kind of go around in there. A little bit around the outside in here. Down a little bit. There we go. There's our rosebuds. And I notice we have a little bit of a green part on the outside. Those are leaves. There we go, and there's our flowers. So now we're going to cut this. But first we're going to round them with the bigger scissors so there's not so much paper to deal with. Of course, dies would make your life easier, but I couldn't get the dies. By the time I was able to have the qualifying money, I was able to make I'm making a large enough order this week to get some. So I went ahead and decided to get the bundle that's released in the second celebration. It's a bundle, has it and paper. And you have to get it as a bundle. You can't get just the stamp set or the paper. You have to get them as a bundle. And I do believe it takes a $100 order to get the bundle. I do believe. Now my flower, I want a tad, I'm giving a tad bit of a white border. So I want this flower to really stand out. Demonstrator is great. You don't have to do parties, or you don't even have to do YouTube. If you want to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, send me an email or look for me on Messenger. My name is Karen Lamanque. I'm there. I also have a Facebook page. And get there, it says Stamping with Karen. You can click on it and leave me a message, and I'll be happy to get back to you. You can, if you love just stamping and you love just getting this really great product, you can become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're going to spend on, you don't, when you spend your $100 to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you don't get to pick celebration items with that order. But when you make a second order of $50 or more, you do get to pick you get to pick a celebration item. Plus, there's a lot of perks with joining up, and you get to earn things, and you get a discount, a 20% discount and everything. If you don't meet the guidelines, you could just slide through and you go rejoin at a later date. I would love to have you on my team. I would love to have somebody to help and get going as a demonstrator. So please give it a good thought. Give me a heads up, and we'll go right. And your kit, you get to pick your kit. out. You get to pick whatever you would like. I do suggest you get ink and stamp sets and paper and stuff like that. Or you can get your Stamparatus. It's really fun. I really enjoy being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Originally, I was doing it just so I could get, you know, the $175 in free product for my $100 investment. And then once I got my kit, I realized that, hey, I'd like to meet, you know, different people and stuff. I'd like to do more than just, do than to create and stamp by myself. So I am taking the opportunity to earn a little bit of money so I can go in, buy what I like, so I can make my cards, my scrapbooks, and I can get together with people who just buy stamp products from me or who want to be, or a demonstrator and buy Stampin' Up! Products from me. We can all get together. We can have fun stamping. We just have a great time together. And believe me, it sure does beat doing it by yourself. It really does. Okay, now we have this pretty flower. See that pretty flower? We now have the pretty rosebuds. See it, rosebud? Look at those. And now we have cut out our rose. Yes. Look at that. I love this rose. It is so pretty. Now we're going to get our card. We're going to take our rose and we are going to, let's say, we're going to put it on our teapot. So let's put a little bit of this down. I think I want it on my teapot. Do I want it on my teapot? No. That'll cover up those pretty butterflies. We're going to put it at the base of our teapot right there. I think that's a prettier place to put it. What do you think? See that down there? Oh, what prettier place to put it. Now we're going to take this little flower, the one we did that's pretty in yellow, right here. And we're going to put it on the cup and saucer. And we're going to take this pretty little rosebuds we did, and we're going to put them on the other side, I do believe. Is that where we want it? Huh. Well, I don't know where we want that. Let's see. Huh. Where do you guys say we should put this pretty? I say we should put it right there. Here. Look at this. What do you say? Do I get a thumbs up for flower placement? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. Now we need a sentiment on this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take from the Humming Along, wishing you an amazing birthday. I think we should do that. Don't you? Get my little stamping thing here, platform here. Get a piece of white cardstock. It's what I have left of my Whisper White. We're going to put this right on here, like so. Get my little stamping buddy. Well, we got to set these aside because I do have to clean them. Put it on top like so. But instead of the purple, I think what we're going to do is we are going to put it, ooh, let's see. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like on the gray. I found out today, you press there, and it just opens right on up. I was fighting with this for so long, going, oh no, oh no. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so simple to open these. And you just gently tap it down. Ah, and you know what? I really like that. Let's give this a little bit of darkening. I like the slant on it. Mistakes can be wonderful. There we go. Oh, yes, perfect, perfect. Take this off. And I'm going to use my favorite punch in the whole wide world, Stampin' Up! Punch. We're going to put it right through. And I want that tilt is something I really like. So we're going to center that in there and punch it out. We are going to do that. And then, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. And then the pretty ribbon that we used on this card, we are going to make a bow as well. We're going to make a nice, pretty bow. It's kind of big right now, lopsided, but I'll front. Bigger because we are going to put it on the bottom. That's how I want it. Just like, go ahead and put this on. We are going to put it right here up at the top. Down a little bit, like so. Like so. Put that across there. We are going to adhere our bow. Like so. We have one leg here that's a little long. There we go. This video is a little long. I'm just going to make one card today. Here's our card for the day. Happy stamping. Have a good Tuesday.